Say welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast in a British accent.
Welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast.
Where did you suck in?
Welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast.
Wow. That's
good.
like
Thank
someone
you.
who's never heard a British accent going, I got this.
You sounded like you were underwater.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
a
an underwater
British guy
Mario
underwater.
level. Oh, well, if it's that specific.
And now we get what everybody's been waiting for.
My time and attention.
The Beanie Bubble Boy podcast.
This has
The
been a
Triple
long time
B.
coming.
Bubble
lot
Boy,
of
Bubble Boy with beanies. I remember. I also, for the record, I remember you one time.
Did you
going-
turn your microphone off? No, you're good. Okay.
I remember you one time going, just because you start a podcast doesn't mean all of the letters have to start with the same letter. Or
No,
all
because
the
that's when
words
it
have
was
to start with the same
Beanie
letter.
Boys being blunt.
And then you come out with Bubble Boy podcast.
That's
After
two
we
words.
had already switched to Beanie
That's
Boys.
2 words.
Yeah, we had already claimed the... also, B, there's 25 other letters of the alphabet.
Yeah.
You could have done like soda serves.
Sluts?
Slut, see?
Slutty
Slutty
sodas.
sodas.
I like that more. I think it's time for a rebrand.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Or for us, we don't wear beanies. I haven't worn a beanie in like a year.
We actually thought about Cap Kids for a while.
Cap kids. No cap.
No cap kids.
Am I trendy?
You're too old for no cap.
Yeah, I
kids.
didn't like saying it.
I'm too white for it.
That's true.
Just
Yeah,
won't
how
wear
come
it.
no one ever asked you to do Vivek?
Because I'm not Indian.
Well, yeah, you
You've
look.
just rejected it whole.
I'm white.
That's where he started.
Are
Bye.
you leaving?
Are you going to Skankfest?
Did you get a ride to Denver for your flight? Have fun. Have fun in Skankfest.
There at 7 in the morning. Oh, yeah. And then I gotta find somebody to let me sleep in their hotel.
Last words.
It's in Vegas, yeah. Hit love, Jocelyn.
I prolapsed my anus.
And that's how you get into Skankfest,
Kill him
everybody.
at Skankfest.
That's how you make it to the top of this business.
Holy shit.
Is just be the worst guy.
I can't believe he's actually doing that right now. I'm so
Um,
proud of him.
Well, this is what we wanted the podcast to be, if we're being honest.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
It
this
was
is it.
supposed to be the three of us hanging out.
Pretty much.
That's actually how it was.
Just three-
That's how it started downstairs, and then so many people came in here.
I
Can I
know.
be honest with you here?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell him what I told you down there. Oh, sure. The whole time that you started the podcast up here, I was just hanging out with all these New York guys,
Yeah.
and I didn't have a badge. I didn't have a cool little badge saying I was on the festival. So they just thought I was some other dude for the longest time. So for literally like 5 minutes, while you and Brent are on the podcast, I'm trying to convince these guys
That you're funny?
that I was. I
comic?
go, I'm Thad. I swear to God, I'm a comic. I swear to God.
Just kept saying that?
I swear to God.
I'm actually
And,
funny.
and then they kept
No,
looking,
please,
they
I
kept looking
belong.
at me like, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was literally seconds away from doing Muffin Man.
Oh, I did.
I was seconds
convince
away
them
from
that you're
doing it. I swear to God.
Dude, I might have to bleep something I said about you earlier. There's another gentleman, the second or third guest I had on. He was telling me how he had to have a late circumcision later in life, and I'm like, Thad B, another comedian, regular here at Looney's Comedy Corner, had his penis affected.
His penis chopped.
His penis chopped, and later I went, I don't know if that's a secret you told me, or if that's like something
Well, for a
everyone
while you
knows.
weren't telling anyone, and then you let it
So
slip
I don't
on
know
our
if I-
pod.
if I need to cut quite a few things.
Cut. Come on.
He's a comedian, everybody. He's a
Circumcision.
comedian, everybody.
promise I do comedy. I promise.
But I said Thad B, comedian Thad B, so I was trying to like sow some seeds for you.
Thad B, comedian Thad B.
I think that only 3 people are going to watch this either way, so I think we're...
And they're all sitting on this couch.
No, here's the thing. Now that everyone's done 5 minutes, they're all going to tell their friends. So this will be the most watched episode because like check out my 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a 5-minute bit on that Bubble Boy pod.
I
start at 45.
I did. Also,
I'm at
no one
43
knows.
to 47. You can't
I
hear me
just-
talk because I was not talking into the mic, but I was there.
There were no one. I haven't said like welcome to the Bubble Boy podcast. No one knows what this is. They just saw a camera and a
said it.
microphone. What?
I think I did when I sat down.
He did say welcome. You were the first one. You were the first one to say what this is.
Do you want to start it now?
Oh, start the episode.
And then just cut it back.
Welcome to the Bubble Boy podcast with the Beanie Boys.
Beanie Boy, Bubble Boy
Where we smoke a
crossover.
blunt. We be blunt.
Well, we no,
That was the other thing. Is you guys are like, smoke blunt, sure, but you're like, yeah, we're being blunt.
Yeah.
About what?
That was
You're
the
like,
joke.
You know what? Blacks shouldn't be allowed to vote or whatever. You weren't making
It was a pun on
hot
blunt
takes.
and blunt. Well, we tried to do hot takes, and then we just got too high to remember to do anything. The first year of us podding was a blur.
When we started it, it was just an excuse to hang out and get high.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest.
And talk.
That's what this is just like, if I say it's a podcast, then you have to be my friend.
For at least an hour, you're my friend.
I did the episode with Eland and drink soda. I did the episode with Eland in the Loonies like podcast room, and afterwards I literally said like, "Hey man, thanks for doing this. I mean, this is literally like my excuse to like have people be friends with me." And he went, "Oh, don't say that." It's like, no, don't you don't say that out loud. For sure, don't say that to people.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, no, don't say that.
I'm not your friend.
No, let's
No,
not confuse.
this was business. I'm doing this for views and likes.
Oh, wait, you're not paying me for this?
That was I've
This
always
is an
had
unpaid pod?
in my head. I'm like, yeah, when the podcast starts to make money. Before I start it, I'm like, yeah, when it starts making money. Everyone, I'm gonna give people a percentage of everything. So if the podcast episode makes $10, I'll give them
Off that
$1.
ad revenue.
Yeah, if it makes $1,000, I'll give them $100 or something like that. That was my thought, and here we are.
You know how much
This
money
is gonna
me
be
and
over
Thad
in
have made
3
from
months.
Beanie Boys? 3 years, baby.
Negative $30.
A year.
George, are you back? Are you out? George,
You out?
Let me get you.
Welcome back to Beanie Boys.
See you. Love you as always.
You bitch. Good to see you, George.
George
Drive safe, man.
Delgado, one of
I'll see you tomorrow.
my absolute favorites.
George Delgado. Well-dressed man.
One of the best. Well-dressed man.
Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Funny guy.
What else? Say something nice about
I
George.
saw him at High Plains.
Saw him at High Plains.
Native American.
Native
Yeah,
American.
he was here first.
He was here first.
Yeah, and I love that. I support that.
He was the second episode of Bubble Boy ever. Second Nation.
In Canada,
I don't
we
know
call
what that-
them First Nations.
Oh, okay. That's what
Yeah.
it is. That's
Because we
what.
took them out first in our nation.
Gotcha. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Has an opportunity to get a scholarship.
That's true. He's doing cybersecurity at school, and he says he's doing very well.
Oh, why are we talking about Jordan? He was already on.
You know
I
what?
know,
If
I
I
was
was
like-
Native American, I could do cybersecurity too.
I remember
I'm not good with computers.
when you first started to be good, Mike kept going, "Do you know Thad B?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I've talked to him a couple times." And he's like, "We gotta get him back into college." it was all he could talk
That
about.
was a selling point. Everyone was trying to get Jason back into school,
Yeah.
you back into school.
That was a mission for a while.
Yeah, it
from
was to get you
guys.
to
I
go back to
remember that.
school.
And then you guys found out I was like 30, and you're like, Cam's wasted. He's
Whoa.
done. That
Like,
guy's
what are you
high
gonna
and stupid.
Tried college. It's not.
I tried it twice. I dropped out of the
Didn't
same
you
school
you
two
went to
times.
veterinary school.
No, I went as a zoology major, which is not
Zoology.
vet science. Vet is sad, sick cats. Zoology is bears in the wild. I want bears in the wild.
That's pretty cool.
Like gay men who are hairy.
Park ranger.
Yeah, it would be more that or like conservation work. I wanted to make sure that our bears and big animals are still around. But I'm not good at science, so I dropped out. And then went back for history, realized I'm not very good at reading, and then
Specifically bears.
that was what I wanted to work with, was big mammals and bears. And then I switched to fish, wildlife, and conservation
Now you're
biology, thinking it'd be
twins. All
easier.
right, we're having fun.
I'm more into otters. Actually, no, I'm into black guys.
And black
they're
guys
into
can't
me.
be otters.
No, because they're not really hairy like that.
Do not give them a name.
They don't have no. It's just black gay guys.
Anything with animals, not a huge fan.
Which I don't like that gay sex is so close to bestiality, where we just call them bears.
Well,
and
they're both
otters and
sins.
shit. Well, in your dumb eyes, in your horrifically sad.
What's the diff at
conservative
the end
eyes.
of the day?
Hey, a butt's a butt, but it doesn't have to be a sheep. Come on, what are we doing here?
Yes, that.
Be the mediator? Can I be the mediator in this debate?
Yeah, of is gay.
Hey, just how they did Trump and Vivek. You guys do Trump and Kamala about gay sex.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I'll go, hey,
who's
remember
who?"
remember your favorite joke about sucking cock that you wrote through my eyes?
That was the worst way you could put it.
You put it there first.
Through my eyes.
Came up with
Hamburger stores, my
Hamburger
one,
store is insane.
one of my best jokes of all time.
Yeah.
Um,
Pretending to be a gay man on stage. How does that make you feel? How does that make your dad feel?
I can't wait to do it again.
I
my
love
dad
that
doesn't
joke.
watch any of my stand-up. He doesn't.
Does he know that you do stand up?
Yeah.
Does he come to a show?
He came. So he loves stand-up.
Yeah.
He just hates what actual stand-up comedy as a scene
Sure.
is.
He likes the idea
So
of it. He
He's
likes
seen
the
me-
distance of
He's
it.
seen me 3 times live. One was
Where
at the open mic at Looney's, and Mel Clemmo was hosting,
Oh,
and she's like, "I
Christ.
got cum gums, sir. Do you know what I'm talking about?" And was talking right to my dad. So he's like, "Hey,
No.
I'm never coming back to see
Sure,
what do stand
sure,
up."
cum
Second
gums.
time was at a Squeaky Clean comedy show in Colorado Springs, which was bad, but I got to open.
Was
so
it called Squeaky
it
Clean?
was called Squeaky Clean Comedy.
no.
Remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it was bad, but I gotta say a joke. I said a joke specifically for my dad because I have the blind kids joke, and I'm like, my
Yes.
dad is a blind man. His business is called the blind. He's called the Blind Man. Call 719-291, or that's my phone number. But
Write that
and then
down.
some of his customers were there, and they're like, "Are you Tom's son?" So that was fun.
That is fun.
And then when Mike asked me to feature for him at Comedy Works, my dad came because that's like a big
That's a big deal.
and marquee thing for me. And so my dad came, and he was like, he did not like Jason at all.
That's great to hear.
He said the first guy was a lot.
What?
Said the first guy was a lot.
lot.
And then Mike was too crass for him. I thought Mike is talented enough to win my dad over despite it.
Yeah.
But also Mike afterwards was like, so now it's weird because my daughter has birthday parties. I invite Mike. I invite my dad. And now your dad's going to be there and like, look at this sinner. Look
Yeah.
at this. Thank you for politely raising your hand every time.
I don't get invited to your daughter's birthday parties.
Do you have kids?
No.
Oh.
I taught his daughter how to paint once.
She did. She asked about Cameron for a long time after that. She was like, your friend,
The
Graham? I'm like, Cameron.
friend you have?
That'd be crazy. Be like, yes, that's
Dad,
one.
Dad,
sweetie."
who's your bottom friend? I'm like, Cameron.
Whoa.
That's
How
what
dare
she
you?
says. I didn't say
I'm a
it.
top.
She said it.
My 20s were for bottoms.
But yeah, we went to the art studio. We went to the
yeah,
art
you guys
studio.
went at my opening.
Yeah, to the opening to support and
You guys were very helicopter parents about your daughter's painting, and I looked at you and said, let her fucking paint.
I was just worried she was gonna put it in her mouth and stuff.
That's why I'm there.
I
I keep the paint out of the mouth.
You are going to hate when she becomes a teenager.
The thing she's going to put in her mouth.
I'm sorry.
It's not water-based acrylic. It is.
It's not water soluble.
It's
I'll tell you that.
oils.
You don't want her to put it in her mouth?
Yeah, you did
A
that
spitter?
already.
You want her to be a spitter quitter?
Spitter quitter.
Yeah. Spitters are quitters.
You're a good Christian man.
Yeah.
She'll be.
You wait, yeah, okay. As a good Christian man,
Am I gonna let
If-
it dip like ice?
if gay sex was fine in your culture,
Okay.
would you be a spitter or a swallower?
Me personally?
Yes, you.
I think
Because I judge it by the peen.
There is a right answer.
It really is a right answer. It's
I'll
what
tell you
shoes
this.
is a guy wearing? Am I going to swallow
If
this
my
cum?
mom's still been listening to this episode, it's her fault at this point.
Yes, it is.
First of all, I love you, Mom.
Yeah.
Second of all, I think I think
It's the craziest
now that
question
I've said
ever
it,
asked.
it makes me uncomfortable that I referenced my mom. So now it makes me
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
you brought her up.
I think facials are I think they're disrespectful.
What? Spitters?
Both. I think anything in the face of a woman is disrespectful.
Oh, well, come off it. That's
I think
or
it's
the face of a man.
or the face of a man.
Yeah. What about my other half? What about my better half? The gay one. I
No,
don't remember the
think
last
it's
time
only
I got
polite
came on.
to top her off. Huh?
What?
What did you say?
I said I don't remember the last time I got came on.
That's
But
good.
I did hit myself in the face recently with my own, and I was just at a poor angle, and I landed on my cheek.
Can I be honest? That's powerful.
I have distance. I once slept with a woman just because she knew my distance. She was like, "I'll stay on the other side of the room."
You know when you
Do you have like the basketball hoop above a trash
It's
can
a Nerf
kind
hoop,
of thing?
and yes, dude, that backboard's creamed.
it just looks like fucking icing. That's
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hey, and that's been a Bubble Boy podcast. My back's sweaty, so I'm gonna stop.
What?
Just end on gay sex.
No, I think
The
it's
show's
almost
probably
midnight.
ending soon.
It's probably going to end soon, and then people are going to kind of want to do more episodes.
Yeah, you can just keep
know?
this going.
I'm just going
This is
until
going to be the longest pod of all
I'm just going to do it till both batteries
This
die.
is like a Joe Rogan pod. This is 3 hours.
How long do you have on that
The
battery?
batteries last an hour, so at like an hour, when you guys like sat down, I swapped out batteries, so it's got another 40 minutes on it.
Buckle up. Let's do it. Sweet. Okay, so here's my impressions of the Appalachian states. I'm just kidding. I could.
I did a great British accent for you last night.
Yes, you did.
I
yes,
killed
you
it.
did.
I couldn't do it now if I wanted to.
You said one sentence really well the
Absolutely
first time.
nailed it.
Second time you lost it,
Uh-huh.
and then you got it back third time. I don't remember what you said.
Yes, Thad.
Can you do it again?
I couldn't do it if I tried.
Can I give you a sentence to say?
Sure.
Uh,
That was to segue into asking Thad to do an impression, but let me
Thad.
do mine first.
do you want me to pin it on that and then I'll go?
No,
on?
let me do it first.
Say, come off it, mate.
What? We don't have to talk about ejaculate anymore. Can we talk
Come
about
off it is
anything
not
else?
gay. Come off it is what it is. Get out of here.
Off
what are you
it, on it. I don't care where it's at. I want something
That's
else.
your ass.
I don't want.
Say fish and chips.
Say welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast in a British accent.
Welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast.
Where did you suck in?
Welcome to Bubble Boy Podcast.
Wow.
Pretty
That's like
Thank
someone
you.
who's never heard a British accent going, I got this.
You sounded like you were underwater.
Yeah,
It was
that's
the
a
underwater
British guy
Mario
underwater.
level. Oh, well, if it's that specific.
Yeah.
Do a British guy sitting on the beach.
Okay, and he's from Liverpool.
Yeah, okay.
We're
yeah.
getting region
Sure,
specific.
yeah. One of the Beatles.
Well, I'm here on the beaches and us.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard. Oh, my God. You went to Australia for 2 seconds and then just ended up in the ocean.
I'm sitting here on the beaches.
What is
Pretty
this?
good.
Harry Potter fucking
Can you do like
Give me a
in
different
all-
region.
region.
completely different.
Okay.
In all
it's the same region.
in all seriousness, like be serious about it.
Okay.
Like, and you can't like the hardest part is being serious.
Okay.
Do your best, like 100% horse impression.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is me and Thad started doing this when we lived together. Do your best horse.
My best horse impression.
Yeah.
Okay, Cameron's
Yeah.
going to have to bend over.
You're gay.
Nobody laughed but you.
No, you. All right. You laughed at your own jokes. Hey, do you want to do a horse? Do a horse. It's so hard to get into it.
I feel like it's not that hard. Yeah. I'm
It's
taking
so
my
embarrassing.
Like that.
Whoa.
Like, I
yeah.
feel like it's
can you
just-
do like a high whinny?
That's easy. I hang out with babies all day. Yeah, yours is just a pedophile.
No, it's not. That's a horse impression.
Yours is a pedophile being tickled.
I hear
Yours
it.
is a little scam.
I hear it a
don't
little
like
bit now. I hear it a little bit now, and I'm not proud of it.
Like, just around any women in the room, we just be like, "Hey, do a horse noise," and we go,
just to see
It's
how
really
hot
impressive.
turned on they get.
"Yeah." Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny. Because we're not on any of the shows. Put them up, brothers.
Bubble Beanie Boy.
Bubble Beanie Boy. Kenny takes the pictures. Who gives?
Mike?
Who gives a rip about Mike?
Yeah, we've all seen him 1,000 times at 3 E's open
Dude.
mic.
He's trying to buy the mall,
Is he?
the abandoned mall up north.
That one, the
He's
like
trying
where
to
the
buy
Icon
whole-
Cinema
yeah,
thing
he's
is.
trying to buy the whole thing.
It's just a big empty
Mike
lot.
last night said, I have a 3% mortgage, which is not true. I know his finances. He said, I have a 3% mortgage and almost got a standing ovation. It's not a joke. He was just like,
Like people are just actually
people
happy
just
for
started
him?
clapping for 25 seconds for 3% mortgage.
Overall battle royale.
And they just loved his financial
No,
acumen.
people literally saw 21 other people and they were like, "These broke bitches." I've got Mike Hammock going to the finals, baby. That's fucking hilarious.
It was very
Well,
funny.
good for him though. At the same time,
He
because
deserves to keep
Can I be
burying
honest
people
with
3
you?
years into comedy.
I think I know what that means, 3% mortgage, but I'm not entirely convinced I do.
Uh-huh.
So
3% of the house.
See, I think that could be it. And so, like, that's why I think it's good for him that he has a 3% mortgage. Because I don't know what that is.
Can you spell mortgage?
MORTGAGE.
Let's all spell words.
The spelling bee? The spelling bee is so much fun.
What can we make Kenny spell?
Kenny, you're up.
Okay, what word am I spelling?
Europe.
Oh,
Oh,
Europe?
shit. Yeah, you're
Like,
up.
I'm. Oh, okay. EUROPE.
Too easy.
Okay, I got one. I got one.
Okay.
Flabbergast.
For 100 points.
For all
I'm gonna break
the
your
points.
fucking camera if you don't.
I want you to know this is for nothing. you're not.
But we're judging. Flabbergast.
Could you use it in a sentence,
I
please?
farted one time and dude, I got flabbergasted on.
Okay.
You didn't say a right sentence.
Or I have a flabbergast.
Hi, my name is Flabbergast.
Is it a noun or an adjective?
It's Latin roots.
Okay.
We don't know.
Okay.
Flabbergast, a verb.
Flabbergast. FLA.
Yup.
B.
Yup.
See, this is where it gets tricky. Is it another B or is it an E?
Think about what podcast you're on.
Another B. Another B.
Yeah. 2 B's.
ER.
Yep. You got it, baby. You got it, baby.
AUST.
Why'd you throw a U in there? That's crazy. You had it until you did AUST. Is it 2 B's? FLABBER.
2 B's.
GAST.
GAST.
I spelled Antetokounmpo right on
I
the
thought
podcast.
gas would have had an H in it.
Gast?
Like
no, it's not like a
ghastly.
cast.
Gost.
I think flabbergast is not a word. Flabbergasted is.
Only the past tense exists?
No, I think
You can never be flabbergast.
to flabbergast.
To flabbergast.
Yeah.
It's a name. I don't think it's a word.
That's why I said,
It's a
hi, my name
beautiful
is
daughter.
Flabbergast.
That's what I'm naming my next daughter.
Yeah.
My next
Oh
one.
my God.
My hot new release.
You're having another kid?
Yeah.
It's an EP single.
Are you really?
I feel like we've talked about this.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
Congrats.
Oh yeah, my wife's pregnant.
Congratulations.
We're having another kid.
Hey.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I feel like have I not said
Dude,
this to you guys?
name it Mike Hammock.
Michael Hammock.
Michael Hammock
Keller.
Russell.
You want to be Mike Hammock so bad.
Have 2 kids. Freak.
Slut.
Congrats, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's 2 girls, and Mike's like, oh, and I have 2 sons, so my sons can have your daughter. So I'm like, don't say that. Don't
When
say
they
that.
turn the ripe age of 4, they will be given to Mike's sons.
You're gonna be a great girl dad.
Yeah, you give off girl dad.
It kills
It's because
my
your hat
bloodline.
matches your pants.
It did kill you.
It's me and my brother are the last 2
Well,
like
that's
Keller
not-
boys.
Unless your daughter is a tough girl and is like, I'm keeping my last name.
Oh, like a liberal? No, thank you. I was gonna say a different word,
Yeah,
but I feel like
libtard.
Tracy's in the building and she would have heard it.
What?
I think the proper. I don't think you can say that anymore. I think you have to say like
Nah.
untarded.
Yeah.
It's like unhoused versus homeless.
yeah.
Without tard.
I like touched.
Touch.
I just like they're a little touched.
Oh.
Yeah, touched is good. Well, not like, well, it is if you think about it like that.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Just
Well,
like the
it
word
came from the
touch
South.
in itself can be very,
Think about it like this.
very-
If an old woman came up, she goes, my grandson, he's just got them down. He's a little touched. You know, just touching the head. He's a little special.
Like Southern, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's touched.
You
A
have-
Union boy saying it.
It depends on. Yeah.
I'm north of the Mason-Dixon line. They fucking retarded. Yeah, we're like 10 years behind Boston. We're Jersey.
That kid
We're
was
New Jersey.
touched.
Who? What?
Not good. That kid is touched. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a whole show. Do you
It
remember that
depends
show?
on the tense.
Do you remember the show Touched by an Angel?
Yes.
Yeah, Christian show. Very weird. About angels just coming down and like bless. It was the main woman in it was the most horrifying woman I've ever seen. She looked like Agra from Dark Crystal. Zoom in on that.
Guys, I swear to God, I'm a real comedian.
Yeah,
It's me.
I
I'm
swear to
Thad.
God.
Yeah, it's
I swear to God, I do this.
That's your new profile picture. That's what you
Dude,
submit
I started
to get into
started doing that a lot.
masturbating.
Did it on stage, opening the show at Pizza More the other day.
Faking it.
Oh.
I started doing it at work.
I'm fitting someone in the suit. And I'm like,
I swear to God. I do that, dude. I don't like make eye
You look
contact with.
you look so good in that suit. I could just.
This is how I'll do
I
it.
could just.
We're like slow at work. We'll be slow at work, and I'll do this.
Guy just emotes.
Whoa!
Hey, whoa! Customers definitely see it for sure.
3132 coming right up. It's nice, dude. It's like you're shaking a Go-Gurt.
I think it's a funny way to jerk off. I think it is.
You guys ever jerked off in such a fun way?
I sometimes like Corey David. He came on. He's like, "I'm sorry, this is a Christian podcast." I'm like, "This isn't a Christian podcast explicitly."
It's like how Switchfoot doesn't make Christian music, but they're Christian.
It does give off the vibe for sure.
And then you do that, and I go, "Maybe this needs to be a Christian podcast." Maybe.
If your mom is still watching by now, there's an issue.
I don't know if I said this on the podcast already, but I told Callan last night. I'm like, I've been washed in the blood of the Lamb. I thought that was a pretty intense thing to say to a man.
It is so intense.
That's
but
pretty
we've said that.
What does that mean?
To be baptized.
To be washed in the blood of the Lamb.
To be like
means,
baptized?
Sins
Because
are
Callan was
cleansed.
trying to tell me I'm a sinner and I'm going to hell. And I was telling him that it doesn't matter if I sin or not. It's not like you can do something so bad and sin so bad that you can't get into heaven anymore. Sinning regardless at this point, I've been washed in the blood of the Lamb. My sins have been accounted for by Jesus dying on the cross.
He's
So it
all
doesn't matter
Gucci,
if I
dude.
sin or not.
So you can sin whenever you want.
Yeah, you do your best not
just
to.
not-
That's
you-
called sanctification.
Yeah.
But salvation has already occurred.
You repent if you feel need. Where you're like, I'm sorry for my sins. But yeah, once you get dunked, you're good.
Callan was really sad last night, so I was trying to give him some encouragement.
About the afterlife.
Yeah.
I got baptized. Been baptized twice. The first time my leg stuck out of the water.
Baptism. My great grandmother was super Catholic, but like my parents weren't. So we did like a fake thing, but it wasn't actually. So I'm not baptized, but it was like
You got like an under the table kind of christening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was so delusional.
You got a black market baptismal.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like backdoor alley, but it was
It was a
cool.
Jewish priest doing it.
It was
weird.
Sierra Mist. It was just like kind of what we had on hand.
They cut my foreskin off, and that was a bit weird.
I think this episode is literally going to be everyone else on the festival, and then I'm going to cut in the middle and just call it a Beanie Boys collab.
Yeah.
It'll just be
Yeah, why
two
not?
separate episodes.
basically. The
Do you want
first
to plug
time-
your photography while you're here?
Sure. Please help a starving artist.
Yeah.
_ Kenny Thompson _
Follow him.
I do a lot of cool stuff.
Best pictures I've ever had in my life.
So
Wildlife
talented.
prints are on my Instagram.
Buy
at
his art.
_ Kenny Thompson _
He took a
Buy
picture of a
'em
bear.
so I can
And a
buy an
bighorn sheep.
engagement ring. Thanks, guys.
I think we just talked over that whole.
Yeah, I think so. But we were saying what you were saying, basically.
We were talking quiet over here, so it was like, no, they'll still be able to hear it.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're
This
whispering.
guy's pretty great. This guy's pretty good.
This guy's awesome.
There's no way.
Hell yeah.
I do this. I have the audio files, the mics split, so that in case I need to edit one mic over the other mic. I've literally never done that.
You just have
I
it.
split it for like in case I ever need to fix this. I take this, I export it to Adobe Premiere. I do not look at this audio file once I'm done with it. Not really.
The beauty of no money coming into the podcast,
Yeah.
no interns. We're just doing it.
Last podcast I did with you, my mic wasn't even on for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I really gotta start putting headphones for people to hear.
Headphones are good.
So you turned your mic off.
I don't like that you're pointing that fucking hard at me.
I
don't like
you
Sharing a couch.
You over there.
your mic was off for the first 6 minutes. I definitely made you feel shame and small.
Yeah.
I think it was my fault, but I wanted you to feel small. I wanted you to feel small.
You wanted to make it feel small. I really appreciate that. Not apology.
Yeah.
I really.
Just that acknowledgement of his wrongdoing to you is not an apology. That's so good.
You did not say I'm sorry once, but I heard it, and I thank you.
It was felt.
So you did that. You did that. It was like the episode before I did it with Jocelyn, and the other mic wasn't working, so I like rigged up some kind of horrible boom mic situation, and it sounds awful. But it was like I have to post it. Yeah. Then I did it with you. You turned your mic off.
You scum.
You turned your mic off. The next episode I did, it was like me and Matt. I think it was the next episode. Me and Matt Medina did a wrestling show in Denver, and then we drove back. And the audio thing that I had, the batteries died, so we just both recorded on our phones as we're driving.
Wow.
Bad idea.
Not bad. It was actually Matt's idea. It was very smart. And then the next episode I did, I think it was with Corey David. Battery died in the camera halfway through, and I swapped it out. Lost like 20 minutes of footage.
Very DIY. Very
Then-
Beanie Boys of you.
Well, Beanie Boys was only a half hour because that was the amount of battery Joe's camera had. And we were like, well, it'll be a half-hour show.
So my SIM
And it's
card
live
lasts
and no
longer
edit.
than my battery does, so it just keeps recording. No, I swapped it out right before we started.
It was dead
so
for a while, though.
it was dead for. There's probably 7 minutes in there. But then I did one with Ryan Ergo, and I forgot to dump the files from the last recording, so the battery didn't die, but the memory was capped out, so it just didn't capture the last 20 minutes.
Damn.
Ever since the first couple podcasts, it took me a while to like figure out how to make sure everything worked right, and then it was pretty, I think, good quality, high production. And then ever since my wife's been pregnant, it has all been like every episode I'm missing footage, the audio doesn't
You needed
work.
to keep that seed inside you.
I know, I lost it.
And this is what happens when you have sex. Just all.
Keep your semen inside, semen retention.
You're going to hell.
Dude, I've done sex better than all of you.
Well, yeah.
I'm the only one who's completed it. I'm the only one who's 100%ed sex. I do it all the way.
That's true. That is a great. You did that last night. It's a great bit.
That was on accident. That was
It's
me
a great
panicking
bit.
on stage.
No, that's brilliant. Where you're like, I've had sex. Oh, you almost
Hiling?
hiled. Good thing you're Jewish.
Oh, I asked Maria last night because I'm like, hey, I've been thinking about getting this tattoo covered up for a while now. I got it when I was like 19, and she went, oh, your white supremacist tattoo? It's a rune. It's a Viking rune.
But it's lumped in with the supremacy
Nazis
shit.
love Viking runes. I
Yeah,
got
they
this when
do.
I was 19.
Like neo-Nazis love Viking
Yeah,
runes.
yeah. And then when I was like 24, we were having dinner with, it was my wife, her boss, and her boss's wife. And her boss's wife was a prison guard. And she was like, oh, Russell, that's interesting. Tell me about your tattoo. And so I told her it's a Viking rune. It's a Tiwaz. It means self-sacrifice or whatever. And she's like, oh, cool. Did you know Nazis love that shit? Nazis love
what a horrifying
Viking
thing to hear.
runes. And ever since, so I've just always known that someone might take a glance at me and go, is that guy a Nazi? So I asked Maria, like, do you think I can cover this up? And she's like, yeah, Nazi tattoo.
Yeah.
So
Nazi.
she
Nazi.
might help me cover it up because
That's
it's
a good idea.
accidentally. It's not a Nazi tattoo. It's just that Nazis
been-
also
it's
happen
been
to like
taken.
it.
Well, it's like don't get a mermaid tattoo and go to prison because that means you're a pedophile.
Yeah, they like to brand it on.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh?
A prison tat of a mermaid means you're a pedophile. So if you just have
Oh.
a mermaid tat and go to jail, get it covered up.
What are you gonna put over it?
I don't know. She
Just
said
put a
magic
no-
8
a
ball. and I went,
swastika?
no. That's the problem. Is it's too. It doesn't.
It's not on
it's
the
not
nose.
clear enough.
I told you about my next tattoo idea, and you looked me in the eyes and said, "Don't do that."
What did you tell?
I'm getting a limousine across my chest with my nipples as the wheels. That's what I'm saying. You and every woman I've told has been like, "What are you doing?" But fuck it, I'm into guys.
On the other shoulder. Going.
I'm into guys.
Yeah, that's fucking hot.
And everyone thinks it's just. They're like, "That's so stupid." You guys are never gonna see it. When have you ever seen my chest?
Suck on your tire.
Hey, can you put some air in my tire? I'm deflated, Becky.
Your the butthole is the spare.
Oh, there. Oh,
Keep that.
They're just in my armpit. The butthole's a spare. That's a tough tattoo to sell of just a spare tire on my ass.
You ever seen one?
A butthole? We said that the exact same way. A butthole?
That's actually all I look at when I have sex.
Phone background? Butthole. That'd be sick.
When you close your eyes, looks like two buttholes. Think about that.
I can't see.
If I close my eyes, there's nothing there.
I'm gonna watch this episode just for this.
You gotta close them tight. You gotta close them hard.
When's the last time you saw a butthole that wasn't like your own? Or your kids, I guess.
That I see a lot.
Yeah.
Never seen my asshole.
Have you
Really?
seen my kids?
Ever.
How do you look at your own asshole?
A mirror.
Okay, so my new bathroom has like
Oh, hell yeah.
surround mirrors. You just kind
up
of
there,
like
sun god in
yeah,
it.
yeah. I have
you
a master
have to
bedroom,
spread for that. You have to
Yeah.
spread cheek.
but I also have to shave and take care of
Yeah,
myself.
I don't shave my ass.
I didn't start
haven't in a
cleaning my
while.
butt until like
That's crazy.
6 months ago.
You didn't start cleaning your butt? Would you just like let the soap?
You just let the water run down, and I thought that took
No.
care of it.
No, you got to scrub up in there, man.
I thought
it's your
that's
dirtiest
gay.
part. Only if you like it.
What if I scrub my butt and then I'm gay?
It's a risk you take for proper health. Good hygiene means a little
Same
gay.
reason I don't brush my teeth.
I don't want to be gay. I can't have something in my mouth, a foreign substance.
That's fucking insane. Is that real?
Yeah.
You're about to bring your second child in the universe and you
And
just
I'm gonna
started cleaning
emphasize
your
how
own
important
ass.
it is to clean your butt.
How's your wiping? Do you wipe well?
Yes, I wipe till I bleed.
That's not good.
Fold or crumple type of guy.
Thank
Hey,
God.
We're still going.
Thank Christ.
We're just doing 2 episodes. It's just going to be everyone else, and then we're doing a Beanie Boys crossover.
Yeah, come join. Come join. We're passing the mic around.
Jason, do you want to get back in here? Great. It's just everyone that I like to talk to. I invited them to our lunches from now on.
We kept saying come to lunch. I'm like, we never been fucking invited.
We were just talking about how Russell is bringing his second kid into the world and has never washed his ass before.
You only.
I thought the water trickle down was
you only
enough.
recently started. Oh, so you treat your ass like your legs.
Yes.
You just let it go.
I wash soap, hands, arms, armpits, kind of shoulder, neck area, tummy. Done with soap.
You don't wash
No,
your
yes, balls, yes.
balls,
Yeah.
but not the dick. Not the dick.
No.
That's held up.
No, because then if you get soap in it and it stings so bad.
If you get soap in your dick, it stings. What are you washing with?
Have you never had soap
You
in your
need to
penis?
get that checked out, bro, for real.
If you have soap in your penis and then you pee, it hurts very bad. Also, Vicks Vapor Rub, not good. What? Yes, I'll show you.
Do it right now. Do it.
I don't like you calling me out immediately.
Six dudes on a couch.
For you. Dude, imagine that's the way Russell gets canceled, is he just pulls his nuts out on his podcast.
Real quick, before Jason gets to talk, is the show over?
No, the headliner's up right now.
All right. 10%. Mike kept saying 10% to Mike at lunch. He kept going, 10%. Take it down 10%. Because he was like, you guys hear
We're
about
sitting in a fucking diner, and there's like a family having lunch next to us, and Jason's like, yeah, so this fucking Kamala bitch, am I right? I'm just like 10%. 10%.
You just got to bring it down. Just take the edge off.
Yeah, you know, too many people just started raising their fists in the air at the fucking Black Bear Diner.
And then everyone started clapping.
yeah, they also. That's how I know I finished. That's how I know I'm done. It's time to leave.
We always go to a diner because that's the only place that they still give the crayons out for Jason. The placemat.
I did, like, I 100% went to lunch and.
It's literally, they invited me, and then I started like hitting up Jason like, you want to go to lunch or whatever like that, and we just go to the diner because he lives like half a mile.
Oh,
from me.
yeah.
No, you don't. You guys live in like. Oh shit! Well, now I do feel bad. Honestly, I just kind of thought you guys were too cool for us. They wouldn't. They're brunching right now. They don't want to go to a lunch.
They're probably talking.
I pray before every meal.
The
He prays for me. He prays for my gay soul before every
yeah. And Lord, I just pray that Cameron finds himself today.
Yeah,
I
dude,
just really
no,
hope
we were
today's
just
the
too-
day.
We were just too worried about you guys just talking about how much you guys are getting laid all the time. Then
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah. We're
I'm
having
not-
too much
then,
sex.
And then Mike, and Russell are together. Like, you know, I'm not having any sex, man. And then he's like,
We're having
Russell's
too much
over there.
sex.
Comics lunch.
All right, bet. Yeah, we'll be there. Where are we going? Let's go to Rudy's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Black
I
Bear.
just got sick eating there. On Wednesday, I threw up. Like,
We
I
could
was
do-
actively vomiting Wednesday because of Black Bear. I ate chicken fried steak, and I shouldn't have. Wade's Cafe has good chicken fried steak, though.
Diner.
Wade's Cafe. Ew, I'm going to cry. Wade's Cafe is the best chicken fried steak. They
Get
put the
that
gravy on the
beautiful
bottom.
sweat away from me.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. No, it's Springs guy.
Love Gunther Tooties.
I fuck with Guns N' Tooties. Yeah, we'll kick that out. We'll kick that in the face. All right, that's been a Bubble Boy podcast. Russell's gone.
That's it. Russell's gone.
Yeah.
Jason, what's your hot new joke?
Hot new joke. I have this thing I'm working on. It's like, why do this thing these girls call the ick just things I do for fun? That's what I have.
Yeah, you got another one. You got another one there.
Yeah, so like apparently, like, you guys know what icks are. It's like
we know what icks are.
Yeah.
no. So Russell, that's when a girl gets turned off by something you do, like holding a cup like that. That would be an ick.
This is the first time I've seen somebody mansplain to another man what the fucking premise. Like, we all know what icks are. Like,
But what ick do you do that is fun for you?
Yeah, like I pull on push doors.
Oh, when pancakes came to the table.
Yes, that's a better example.
All right.
Literally, okay, so like
all of a sudden I'm like, I'll
Yeah.
give me some scrambled eggs and bacon, please. Little extra bacon. And she's like, okay. And Russell's like, I'll have the omelet. And Jason goes, I'd like the omelet and the eggs and the hash browns. And she goes, you want a pancake? He goes, ooh, pancake.
that's immediate turn off. There's a 0% chance of me getting laid after I do that.
I called you out.
I'm
I
like,
was like,
"Ooh, chunk of
I
milk."
just started
Ooh.
laughing. I'm like,
What type of girl is it?
My wife. That's who it's gonna be.
eventually your stepfather will die and you can claim her.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. Mike, you leave my wonderful mother out of this, you sack
She
of
is
shit.
wonderful. That's why you love her so much.
Are you into that?
No.
You don't like stepmom porn?
Everybody else is into you, Mom. I just wondering if you were. You gotta say it on mic, man.
Oh yeah, everybody else is into your mom. I was just wondering if you were, right?
Mike likes a big-mouthed goth woman.
Ah, man, just a mean
Goth woman with a
goth with a
large
big
set
mouth.
of teeth.
That's your type of.
I mean, I'm married to the opposite of that. But I mean, if I were to go back to high school, that would be like what I'd be
Big
looking
mouth.
for.
Cameron, what's your type?
Cameron, what is your type?
Type of what? Oh, woman? I like I do like black guys. Women, I'm into anything that doesn't look like my sisters. So they can't be white. They can't be white. They can't have brown hair. They can't have brown eyes, because that's my family.
Oh, okay.
They
I was
look
gonna say that's
anything
weirdly
else.
Nazi-esque of you. Be
I'll
like,
take
I like
anything
black
else.
guys and pure Aryan bitches. Like,
Yeah, that's very me. I like both ends. Yeah.
Russell, what about you?
I swore off white women years ago. Yeah.
That's wild.
so we took half a step to the left.
Yeah. I mean, what's 1 degree that makes me progressive?
What do I need to do for my image?
What can I do? that I
By
can
the
say
way,
all the-
it's good you guys aren't into white women because Thad has all of them at this point. Thad is just knocking them down left and right. I have to scroll past your Instagram posts when my kids are around because you got some 12-year-old.
I swore. Oh my God. I swore off everything but white women ages ago. So.
But white women.
Yeah, yeah. I'm only into white women. That's it.
Don't hand me the mic after you say that. You're like, Jason, you
Jason,
explain why you
what's-
only date white
What
women.
sturdy ranch hand has captured your heart these days?
I have been dating exclusively bisexual women recently, and it's pretty stupid of me to do, because I'm like, if I'm the guy that this person's picking over women, this woman has horrible judgment.
You give off butch lesbian vibes, though. If you didn't have a mustache, you'd be you'd be
you
a
put-
Tennessee lesbian.
Put
dude.
him in a curly wig. That's Lizzie Wolfson.
That's That's crazy.
Oh, dude, I bet we squat the same. You know what I'm talking
yeah,
about? She looks like she plays softball till the 12th grade, dude.
Dang.
Oh my God, you do look like if Drew Carey never left the military. Like if he stayed in the Marines.
If I was,
That was Aaron's joke.
dude, Aaron fucking destroyed.
Oh, when you got up after him and did the Drew Carey bit,
Yeah.
murdered.
Never heard someone do a good Biden impression, Trump impression, a flawless Drew Carey.
I was like, So fucking nice.
Oh, so
Yeah.
how?
No.
What's the timer on this new girl before you move on to the next one?
Wow, 2 mics.
I feel like we're doing a
Out of my house to be with this woman. So I mean, yeah, they live together.
We live together.
How long were
They're serious.
How long were you dating?
We've been together a couple weeks now.
They just got to know.
Yeah.
It's her. She's here now.
Oh, hey,
Come
actually, our
on.
next guest. Hey, we have Thad's girlfriend.
Hey, I'm never speaking of
Good luck, Russell.
Her name is Lexi too.
Someone
My
needs to give
God,
her-
the whitest name.
You know what's funny, Russell? You know what's funny? Actually, as a suggestion, the other day, the Bubble Boy podcast popped up on her phone. It was like, you should follow because so many clips that like you have are collaborated with me.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to tell her I know nothing of that podcast. You should never follow that podcast in your life.
Alt-right, hard-right, like podcast. I'm pretty sure that's like what
That'd make her watch it. What are you talking about? Have you seen this lady?
Is she Republican?
Dude, that has like, dude.
Oh man, I want to meet her.
Dude, that I was like, dude, like as soon as Thad was like, dude, I think my girlfriend might, like Trump a little bit. I was like, does she have friends? Does she have friends, dude? So apparently that's what we found out, that Trump supporting women don't have girlfriends.
Dude, you're crossing a Republican Jew and an Indian. My God, what college couldn't your kids get into?
We're not sending them to college. We're sending them to fucking car school. However you become a mechanic, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's probably the move.
Yeah, but that's just to work on computers.
Be the fucking desk associate, and that's it. Because they'll be pretty and blonde. With a tan.
Dude, get it.
You can't admit, me and my 12-year-old would have hot kids.
Congrats.
That's been 2 hours.
Is that it?
The show's over. I mean, we can keep going if we
Let's
want
go.
to.
Let's fucking rock. I haven't sat down and talked to Thad in too long. Also, I like this because, oh, dude, you're the best. I love you,
Good
Mike.
to see you,
Hey,
Mike.
I'll see you tomorrow,
Good
man.
to see you, Mike.
Yeah, I hope you're both. Are you on late
I'm
show?
even on my own.
Why do you keep getting up? Here, you want me to hold the mic for you and me?
No, you guys passing the mics back and forth is stressing me out.
Listen, did you see how me and Cameron were doing it? Because we're really good at it. We've done it before.
I know. You guys are really good. You're best friends. You're simpatico. I'll never have what you guys have.
Yes, you will. Just add Jason onto your podcast.
I anytime you want a co-host, I'd love to. Forever.
I think Russell's sick of the podcast.
Do you still doing your
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah. We're doing season 2. It's gonna come out next month.
Okay,
So
I was
I'm gonna
say
start doing
third
it.
failed podcast. So it's
Oh, no.
no yet.
It's not failed.
It's not failed. It's just all sabbatical.
Listen, Beanie Boys has not failed too. We're filming next week. It's true.
How many episodes do you have in the backlog?
Yeah. It's gay porn.
We actually have a lot.
I know. Every once in a while, when you like release an episode, I'm like, that's from like a year and a half ago. That doesn't have a beard. It's like Cameron's head is like has a mullet or his head is shaved. I'm like, these are really old. He's got polka dot hair. He's doing
Dude.
bad mentally.
How did no one check on him when that was going on?
Because of it, dude. He got a DUI.
Wait, dude, there's
Because
no,
of it?
there's no
a cop
chance of
pulled
you.
him over and like he was like swerving or something. Imagine you're that cop and you pull him over and he rolls the fucking window down and you see his polka dot ice cream head and you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna even
What
have
the
you
fuck
do the
was I
roadside
doing wrong,
test.
officer?
You're not even doing anything. I'm just giving you the DUI at this point.
Whoa, both Bubble Boys have DUIs.
Beanie Boys.
Both Beanie Boys. No, Bubble Boy's never done anything wrong.
And also, I do not. I beat my case.
I didn't know that. I remember you talking about getting a lawyer and stuff.
I did. So my sister scared me into getting a lawyer. And I told her, I was like, I don't think it's going to go through. I'll be honest, though.
She older than you, younger than you?
Older than me.
Okay.
And she's way better of a person than me.
Uh-huh.
She scared me into getting a lawyer. Okay. She scared me into getting a lawyer. And I'll be honest with you, I was high. For sure.
That's not
Also,
your problem.
one of the mics is not on.
Yeah? No,
There
I
was
just
a
wasn't
whole
talking.
lot of. Oh, that was just you.
You're just talking a lot.
Yeah. Off my bad. And then the blood results came back and there were 0 nanograms of weed in my system, so I didn't even need a lawyer.
Great.
But it also could, like, I was like, have I been smoking wrong this entire fucking time? Like, what the hell? I thought I was high. Like, what the heck?
I thought I was.
Yeah. You know, that's actually a bit that I started working out like last week.
Yeah.
That exact phrase.
Oh, good. So I'm going to see
I'm
that.
pretty sure I was stoned, officer or judge, whatever. Yeah.
Is that a part of the bit? Is not knowing who you're talking
no.
to? Your Honor.
I've just had a banky or two. Oh my God.
You shouldn't be high and drive, but also it's up to the police to do the deductive work.
Yeah.
It's on them.
And honestly, I shouldn't have been high and
OJ
driving.
did it, but I'm glad he walked free. You know? Because the police tampered with the evidence. And I'm more afraid of a corrupt federal government than I am of one lone killer on the streets.
Keep going.
The federal government's the greatest killer of men of them all.
Keep going.
I really want to do a You Look Like roast with one of you guys, but we only use one mic and we're just forehead to forehead the whole time. It's just forehead to head to forehead and one mic right in the middle.
That's funny.
And it's just neck pushing as hard as we can.
I'm retiring from roasting.
I just want to do it to, like, fuck around.
Just
now.
to have fun.
Just
like,
to have
make
fun.
a fool.
Yeah. Now that I've won, now I just want to ruin it for everyone else.
How many times did you win? One?
I won one, and then Brian's never booked me since.
Yeah,
And
he
I'm
said
gonna
he
keep
was
bringing
going
it up. I'm going to keep bringing it up.
I
I
remember-
won, and then just for some reason never had me back on.
On the first episode I was on, you talked about
I'm
this.
still salty about it. I want to do one where, like, let's say you and me were on You Look Like. And then it's, okay, Russell, you go. 3, 2, 1. And then both of us just turn to Brian and start saying You Look Likes at him
Yeah.
specifically. And
We
it's
team
just-
up against him.
It's just team up against
We follow him around the showroom. We're just chasing him.
I want to do that so bad.
That'd be fun.
No one ever takes it to them.
Yeah, it's
They can
true.
say whatever they want.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, I've never seen Brian do You Look Like. We did the roast of Brian, and then he got so drunk by the end that he was just like trying to be mean, and it just came off as like, what are you saying, man? Like, 'cause this was right when me and my ex broke up, and I started dating Lexi, and he like brought that whole thing up, and it was either like, that's not funny, like nobody was laughing, or people were like, who the fuck is that? Like, what are you doing?
You and your girlfriend broke up, and now you're dating Lexi. And he was just like waiting for a round of applause.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you just said
It's like,
some
what
stuff.
does that mean? Yeah. And like I was legit trying to laugh too. And he couldn't even fucking make a good one. It was bad. So he's not a roaster. Good guy though.
I wouldn't say that.
Brian Sullivan, thoughts?
on the new faces contest at Comedy Works. I'm not going to say who, but a certain comedian shows up an hour past call time, 5 minutes before the show starts. Mind you, there was 3 consecutive messages reminding you what the check-in time was. And that one comedian showed up and then
Even though they
advanced
missed
in the
check-
contest.
And then even though they missed the check-in time, still got to do it.
Yep.
Even though if anyone else missed the check-in time, they would not have been allowed to continue
Yep.
forward.
Yes.
Interesting. Well,
He did.
Moved on.
He did.
well,
But I don't know who you're talking about because you didn't say his name. So
that's
Yeah.
true. That's good.
Yeah,
It's a
dude,
blind item.
That Sam Ellison's a piece of shit. No, Sam's a very good guy. I like Brian.
Don't ruin the joke.
the,
Whoa, big hogs outside.
yeah,
And big hogs
that's
inside.
Ron. That's
I
Ron
think-
Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
So when are you guys gonna jerk me off?
All right. I think that's the episode. That's been.
I hate you. You just Russell. Let's just talk. So, anyways, I was reading Romans 13 today.
Yeah.
And I got some really interesting things out of it. Yeah.
He can do all things through
Christ
Christ who strengthens him.
Except me read. I can't read.
Dude, I gotta turn this off.
Yes.
Do you know that you can get a Jamaican patois Bible, where it's like, oh, he come down from the cross there. It's really good. You gotta check out.
Brother was walking on water, man.
Patois Bible.
Way better than your British. Way better.
The big man upstairs say everything gonna be alright. All right, that's the episode.
Oh yeah, Bubble Boy.